In the past, I've shown you the latest in marine radio offerings from various companies, and in this video we'll be looking at the Retevis RM-20 marine VHF transceiver. Now, a lot of people get confused over what to program in their scanners or receivers when it comes to marine. They often get baffled by the duplex channels and what to program in and where. So a marine radio is a good way of having all the marine channels in one place, and of course the scan is much faster than something like a Bofeng. I always have a marine radio in the shack monitoring because despite being inland, the high power Coast Guard stations, the ships on the Manchester Ship Canal and the Port of Liverpool can make interesting listening. Now, before anyone says this video is encouraging anyone to go out and buy a marine radio and mess around, it's illegal to transmit on marine channels without a licence. Doing so can put lives at risk, and it's very easy for the authorities to track someone misusing radios like these, so please think before commenting. So the RM-20 is a fixed mount marine VHF radio which has great functionality and is really in line with comparable models by the bigger companies. It is of course IP67 waterproof, has NOAA weather alarms for the United States, has high volume levels, DSC and dual and tri-watch functionality. Some other functions include vibrate for removing water from the speaker, GPS, an external speaker interface and a squelch control, which a lot of cheaper marine radios don't tend to feature. Just going back to the DSC function, in the event of an emergency you can press the DSC button and your MMSI and exact position will be sent to the Coast Guard and other vessels. So if we look at the radio's controls, it's really simple to operate. 16 when pressed takes the radio to channel 16, the distress, safety and call-in channel, or when held, your own call-in channel. CHWX is the channel and weather function. The radio is pre-programmed with 59 USA, 59 international and 63 Canadian channels. If you push this button along with the up and down keys, you can select the appropriate channels for your area. Pushing this button once accesses the weather channels, and pushing and holding this button for 1 second allows you to select between dual watch and tri-watch. DSC is the digital selective calling and position button, and when pressed you can access the DSC menu, and when held the radio will display your GPS position from its built-in receiver. Scan is the scan and tag buttons. You can select groups of channels to scan, known as tag channels, or simply scan all channels. Pressing the button once makes the radio scan, and pushing and holding allows you to set or clear the displayed channel as a tag channel. Up and down is self-explanatory. Pressing and holding these buttons when powering on activates the vibrate function to clear the speaker of any water. Next we have the squelch control and then the on and off and volume controls, as well as a distress key. The distress key transmits a distress call when pressed for 5 seconds. You can easily program your unique MMSI number for emergencies, but this is explained in detail in the manual. The radio outputs 25 watts and the power setting can be changed by pressing the power button on the fixed speaker mic. The microphone also has up and down buttons, a PTT and a sealed gasket to keep water out. The radio is sealed as well and a power cable is fixed into the back. Waterproof covers shield the power connections from water, and the radio comes with a long power cable, and I'd always recommend using self-amalgamating tape just to double seal those connections. The radio is certified to prevent water ingress at a depth of 1 metre for 30 minutes. It also comes with a mounting bracket, thumb screws and a microphone holder. Naturally, we can't test the range of these sorts of radios for obvious reasons, but I hooked mine up to an external antenna and left it scanning the marine band connected to a recorder and picked up some bits and pieces clearly from Manchester.
All stations, this is Holyhead Coast Guard. For the Maritime Safety Information broadcast, listen to VHF channel 63, channel 63. All stations, this is Holyhead Coast Guard. For the Maritime Safety Information broadcast, listen VHF channel 64, channel 64. Flint Mobile, Holyhead. Flint Mobile, Holly Coast Guard. Yeah, roger that. Are you happy with tasking over? Flint Mobile, Holyhead. Yeah, speak to you on scene. Holyhead out. Boathouse, Holyhead. Real Boathouse, Holyhead. Yeah, roger that. If you can do comms on their behalf, appreciate it. What's their ETA over? Real Boathouse, Holyhead. Yeah, again, we've not heard comms from them, so you're going to have to do the honours and relay any messages over. Real Mobile, this is Holly Coast Guard. I request go channel 0 over. Real Mobile, Holyhead. Coast Guard, yeah, roger that. We do understand that they're possibly out of the water, but request you proceed with all haste over.
So, a great marine radio there from Retevis. It's a really good budget radio that has all the features of some of the higher end radios. It's easy to operate, has a familiar form factor to other marine radios, and seems to be extremely well made. If you'd like to look at this radio further, then check out the link in the description below, and please remember that operating a marine radio without a licence is strictly against the law.